Rob, what's our first main topic today? You should like this.
Oh, I can't wait. Aidan Foley says, hey, John and crew, did you guys hear that Sandman has been renewed for a second season on Netflix? Very happy this show didn't get the acts of pain that Netflix typically dishes out with their television shows. I bet Rob's over the moon about this. Thanks.
Well, it shouldn't surprise you that we found out around here in the afternoon, yesterday afternoon when this news came out. I found out because I was in my office and I heard, yes, coming out of the studio, and came out, and sure enough, Rob had seen the news that Sandman has indeed been greenlit for season 2. There was a lot of there was speculation about whether it would. Neil Gaiman himself was on social media saying, look, we don't know that we're getting picked up for season 2, despite the fact that it was the #1 show in the world during its run, all the success in the world, but that's just the way Netflix does business. But now it's official. It is coming back. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety, who wrote the following. Millions upon millions of people have welcomed and watched and loved The Sandman on Netflix, from established Sandman fans to people who were simply curious and then became obsessed with the Lord of Dreams, his family, and their goings-on, said Neil Gaiman in a statement. It gives me unbelievable pleasure to say that, working with Netflix and Warner Brothers, Alan Heinberg, David Goyer, and I will be bringing even more of the Sandman stories to life. There are some astonishing stories waiting for Morpheus and the rest of them, not to mention more members of the Endless family to meet. Nobody is going to be happier about this than the Sandman cast and crew. They are the biggest Sandman fans there are, and now it's time to get back to work. There's a family meal ahead, after all, and Lucifer is waiting for Morpheus to return to hell. Once again, that comes from the folks at Variety. Rob, I am not nearly the Sandman fan that you are. So going into the Sandman and watching, I was just really curious. Ann and I got hooked instantly. Like, we just instantly got hooked. It was a beautifully shot, beautifully made, wonderfully acted, imaginative soaring kind of series that, is not a frame by frame, shot by shot thing of the graphic novels.
Pretty close though.
But it reflects it very, very well, that a lot of the fans have said, and it's just been damn great. And to see success be rewarded. That's always been the hard thing about watching shows and things that happen to shows on Netflix, is that, effort doesn't necessarily get rewarded. You need results. What really sucks is when you put in the effort and you get results and you don't get rewarded. You get canceled instead. It's great seeing that combination get rewarded. Season 2's coming. Rob, you're probably the happiest guy I know about this. What was your take when you saw this?
Well, first of all, I love the first season, and I was very surprised that they actually did the first 18 episodes of the comic in order. Like, I never thought I would see that in my wildest dreams, because, John, over the last 30 years, I've read so many shitty Sandman scripts for various iterations they've tried to make. Never thought they would do this. And for the most part, they did a tremendous job adapting these stories. And yeah, they had to pull out the DC Comics stuff, but they made it all work. They made it more under the Sandman. And like he just teased, like Neil Gaiman just teased, the next season of the Sandman has my favorite arc in it, the Season of Mists. And if they go the way I think they're going to go, the opening episode is a banger. And it's a wonderfully lyrical episode about William Shakespeare and the very first performance of A Midsummer Night's Dream. In fact, that is the name of the comic in question. And then it moves into the Season of Mist storyline, which is going to last, I would imagine, at least 10 episodes, because it's one of the longest Sandman stories. And you meet his family, you go back to hell, you meet, all the Norse gods, the Egyptian gods, the pantheon of gods. It is going to blow people away if they do that, and they're going to do it properly. And I can't wait. If nothing else, I just wanted a second season, because I've wanted to see a Season of Mists brought to life on screen since 89, 90? 32 years. And to see it with Neil Gaiman involved, I can't wait, dude. I'm so excited. I can't, I was skipping around the house last night.
So on a side note, just everyone keep sending Rob your scripts to Sandman. That's what he's saying. He needs a good one, right?
No, I am not.
Using stamps.com.
No. Using stamps.com, send your transcript to Robert Meyer Burnett. All right, guys. I'm sure a lot of people are super excited about this. Again, it's great seeing excellence and success rewarded. Sandman gets its season 2. Questions for you guys. Are you excited about this? Did you have any doubt? Maybe you haven't checked out Sandman yet. Whatever your comments are, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Guys, we want to thank one of the sponsors of this episode, Wondery, and their official Lord of the Rings Rings of Power podcast. Your host, Felicia Day, and several special guests provide an inside look at the groundbreaking series and what it took to bring Middle-earth to life. Each of the episodes of the official podcast features exclusive interviews with the series showrunners, J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, including the very first full breakdown of the incredible season finale. Felicia also goes behind the scenes with the cast and crew to bring you jaw-dropping stories and Easter eggs you won't want to miss. So watch The Rings of Power on Prime Video and listen to all 8 episodes of the official The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power podcast for free on Amazon Music. Download the Amazon Music app now.